Hi guys, the Adventurous Allotment here. I did promise you that I'd do a video on my citrus, Yuzu citrus, so I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to talk a bit about it, get you acquainted with it, because as far as I know there's not a huge amount of people growing this, although there are probably a few. So like as I showed you yesterday, I'm going to bring you around here. This is my Yuzu citrus just here, and Yuzu is one of many hybrids in the citrus family, and they all descend from a few actual species. Now, two of the species that this comes from is Citrus reticulator, which is also known as mandarin, and also the little known Citrus ichangensis, which is the Ichang lemon, which is from southern and central Asia, China even. So basically they are the fathers, Citrus ichangensis and Citrus reticulator, and this makes this really quite good looking shrub called Yuzu. It's grown worldwide for its fruit, which provide flavouring for foods like ponzu in Japan. It's a really excellent juice, apparently. It's a really excellent flavour for cooking. It's not quite on the level of mandarin where you can eat them out of hand. It's just a bit too sour for that, but it's got an incredibly incredibly deep flavour to it, and that is what I'm growing it for, really. And also because it looks good. It's a very attractive looking plant, as is ichangensis and mandarin. They're both good looking plants, as well as really important food crops. Well, ichangensis isn't, but apparently it does have a good juicing fruit. But you know, that's down to personal preference. I don't know. Not as nice as, of course, mandarin, which is well known. So yeah, basically this is like any other citrus. It will grow in acidic soil, full sun, well drained. You know, it is probably the cold hardiest citrus that is a usable, practical citrus. Also, it's able to tolerate, say, without a rootstock that helps it become hardier, like the Poncirus rootstock, which this is on. It's on a Poncirus trifoliata rootstock. It is probably hardy to about -10, so it's pretty tough for a citrus. This, with a Poncirus rootstock, probably good to about -15, but we're talking about short situations of harsh frost. We're not talking about long periods of below average frosty winter days. They won't be able to tolerate that, as many citrus can't. So yeah, I mean, this has put on a lot of growth this year. I mean, I can tell that because from yesterday when I planted it, it sort of got a little tiny bit of transplant shock, because the leaves are starting to curl up a bit and they're wilting. I mean, you can see that here. At the bottom, those leaves are curling up a bit, and some of the top leaves are wilting over. But it has been raining all day, so, and it is humid now. It's nice and warm. That's hence why I'm wearing a t-shirt. But I expect this will have a few like hissy fits before it actually gets growing. So yeah, I'll tell you now what I'm going to use it for. So basically, as I said, it's used as, like, in cooking. It's used for making drinks, and it's used as an ornamental, and I'm using them all three, really, because as I've said before in other videos, this is not just, say, a place for growing food here on the allotment, it's also my garden. So this will be used as an ornamental as well as something useful, and I will probably use it more for drinks and flavourings for food, salads, meat, you know, that type of thing. So basically it's like, I'm going to be using it like a herb in a sense. I'll keep looking after this. In winter I'll probably protect it. I mean, well, it's still small, because even though it's pretty tough and hardy, as I found out last year in the greenhouse, it took down to about -4 with no problems. It's still at risk of severe frosts, and we can never guarantee that we won't have a severe frost in winter. So, you know, that's what I'm doing with this. It's a very nice plant. I would definitely recommend that you gave it a go. I know there are some people who are already growing one, but yeah, the world's your oyster when it comes to plants like this, and I fully recommend that people get Yuzu. They're not as easy to get now because of obviously European regulations, but they're probably a little bit more expensive, but they still have the ability to find them on the British market. I think Sutton's do one actually, Sutton's plant. But yeah, so yeah, I thought I'd tell you about that Yuzu, a bit about it and what I'm growing it for. Yeah, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please like this, please subscribe to my channel, and also leave a comment. Have you grown this, and what's your experiences of it, and what do you hope to get out of it? And yeah, so I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching again, and take care.